All right. Hey, hey, welcome back, guys. Sorry, I just lost my voice for a second there. Libras, we're going to take a look at what is hidden behind their mask. And we shall see whatever the story is, good, bad, or ugly, we'll see what we've got. We have a Page of Wands, we have a Nine of Pentacles, we have a Two of Cups. Someone seems to want to be downplaying the fact that they've met their match in Libra. This is someone who's like, no, I'm committed to staying single. I almost don't want to see how I feel about Libra. You notice how we have, it's not even a mask. It's like somebody's pulled down their little blinders and they're like, no, I don't even want to talk to Libra. This person could be giving really weird signals to Libra. This could be somebody who is intentionally like ignoring Libra, walking away from Libra, almost irritatingly like behaving like Libra is odious or something to them, but it's because they are so dedicated, wanting to stay single, not wanting to. It's like they can't take their eyes off Libra, but at the same time, they only look at Libra when Libra's not looking at them. It's something here where it's like I've met my match in Libra, and it's threatening my, insistence. I'm going to be single. Four of Swords, they are not saying word one to Libra. I feel like this is a person who has runs from Libra when Libra comes around, gives weird hot and cold signals because they're clearly hyper focused on Libra and fighting it with everything they've got. Intentionally, I feel like they do anything to avoid talking to Libra. Judgment card. This isn't going to be able to continue, though. I think that after some period of time of them like intentionally and obviously avoiding Libra like the plague, they're going to be making like, this 180 and instead all of a sudden have to talk to Libra, which is just so weird because I don't think this person makes eye contact. I think they try to avoid making eye contact with Libra. They keep trying to envision themselves as single, like I'm not falling, I'm not. That song, I'm Not in Love. Oh no, it's just because it's that song, like I keep your picture up on my wall, it hides a nasty stain that's lying there. And it's like, all these things are just lies, right? You can come up with any excuse you want, but the bottom line is you're nuts about Libra. And they are fighting it tooth and nail. But I don't like the whole, like silence and intentionally trying to hide their eyes, intentionally trying to not let Libra catching them looking at Libra, them being silent on purpose, and yet being drawn to Libra like a magnet while fighting it at every turn. We have the Fool sideways. I would agree. This is pretty foolish because they're fighting off the inevitable, which is at some point they're going to have to make this determination. Am I either like going to really run from Libra and just avoid Libra permanently, or am I going to take this leap toward? I almost keep wanting to say Virgo. I'm so sorry. I did a Virgo video a couple videos ago, so I'm not sure why Virgo is still off the tip of my tongue, so I apologize for that. Nine of Cups. This person keeps trying to say, I just want to be single. I'm just going to stay single. That's what I've got to do. I've got to promise myself, like, I have such a great single life. It does not really look like a genuinely happy Nine of Cups. This is kind of a creepy, overly big smiley face to me. This looks a little bit more like almost like a mixture of the devil on that Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups can be a card of being overly self-indulgent. I really think that this person is trying to convince themselves to stay away from Libra. I have to stay away because there's a strong pull. And I promise myself I am Nine of Pentacles. I am Nine of Cups. It's all about me. I stay single. That's what I do. Why are you underneath it all? Why are you running so hard from our Libra? King of Swords sideways. Because they know there would be an expectation for them to level up. There would be an expectation for them to be truthful and honest and straightforward and consistent. And that expectation, in order for them to be, in order for them to be with Libra, Ace of Pentacles, they would have to basically grow up maybe Keep in mind, 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles is somebody who is loving the single life. But it's a pretty big difference when we're single versus when we're in a partnership, right? They know that it would start their life all over. It would be a different life if they were to be in a relationship with Libra. This scares them, plain and simple. 9 of Swords, they're really stressed out, really scared at the thought of changing anything. Where's that fear coming from? What is the deal? Like, I'm so scared to change. I'm so scared to change something in myself. The World in the reverse, they're scared because they are saying, I've reached a point in my life where what I know is working for me. I don't want to change anything. Then maybe they should stay single. The only problem is they're giving all these mixed signals because they feel like Libra is their, 2 of Cups. We have the Star. Libra is everything they ever wanted to meet. Libra is amazing. If Libra's a dancer or something, they'd love the way Libra moves. I'm picturing Libra might be very, like, even just in the way they walk, the way they, if they, strike a pose or something just to be silly, it actually doesn't come across as silly. It comes across as very hot. It feels like Libra has this fluidity of motion. Libra may have, let me ask, what is it that is drawing you so much to Libra? I mean, we can see that they think of Libra as their 2 of Cups, but 3 of Coins. They can see that Libra's maybe life goals are so similar to their own. They feel this bizarre pull toward, like, I already know that Libra and I, if we worked on the same vision for the future, we'd be amazing together. 2 of Wands, 10 of Swords sideways. Everything that they like about Libra is Libra makes them feel like they could build something amazing, but that would require them to put in work and effort. And at some point in time, I think that this person got it in their head that I'll never set myself up again to put in so much of my energy only to have it get dashed on the rocks. So, like, maybe this person was in a romance with somebody, they gave a ton, they put a ton of energy into it, and then that person didn't stay with them. Or they, ended up getting divorced, and they're like, I will never again build an empire and then lose the majority of it if we don't stay together. So I've decided I'll never connect myself to anybody because I'm not going to have anybody have access to my stuff again, not my heart, not my energy, not my money, because I'm not going to be a loser again. And they look at Libra and they already know Libra makes them want to risk that again. It's also though that they know Libra's a hard worker too. Libra is somebody that they could build so much more with. Who were you with in the past? Because this feels like they really got hosed, like they really got taken to the cleaners. The Sun and the 7 of Wands. Somebody could have been Leo, but they could have dealt with somebody who joyfully made their life difficult, joyfully loved, like, twisting the screws in them, making their life just hell, making it so that, maybe this person seems sweet as honey, seemed really nice, but behind closed doors was like a tyrant or something. We don't usually get something negative off of the Sun card, but this says huge blockages. Well, we wouldn't normally have huge blockages. The Sun normally illuminates things. And I said, who were you with before? And it says they must have been with somebody that was just awful, but seemed really nice to everybody else. So I kind of think that they got played. And maybe it was like, I never again want to give up my sovereignty to another person who could make it look like they're beautiful, wonderful, kind, sweet, handsome, amazing to everybody else's eyes, but behind the scenes, they're a nightmare, and I'm the one enduring the nightmare. And this, it's hard sometimes to fight against somebody who's really good at gaslighting or who has this great public persona, and they're not nice at all. I could see that being a really big issue for them. That seems very, I'll say very visible, for them. But they already know that's not who Libra is. They know this. They know Libra is so incredibly special. They know Libra is not that person. But they still are fighting because they're like, but I promised myself I will remain single. Nobody will lay claim to me, my stuff, I want to be single. I want to be single. Okay, so they are fighting. Let me just ask this. What do you think you're showing to Libra? I'm just curious how they perceive their behavior, 10 of Cups, So you think that you're showing Libra that you actually would like to be with them. Okay, so is that the problem here? Are you freaking out? Yeah, King of Swords in the reverse, Four of Wands upright. It's like, oh my God, this is so confusing. I don't, they say, I know I'm showing to Libra that I wish I could be with them. But then are they trying to vilify Libra? Or are they trying to show Libra, this is why you shouldn't want to be with me. Even if I wanted to be with you, I wouldn't make you happy. I'm not going to give you what you want. But oh my God, I want to be with Libra. But I'm not going to make you happy. It feels like, ugh, I don't like this energy at all. Why are you the King of Swords in the reverse? You have no business being mean to Libra. I'm sorry, I get very protective sometimes. Four of Swords. And then we got that Two of Pentacles sideways. Again, we've already seen them with the Four of Swords. Yeah, you need to go and heal yourself. This is them like giving Libra alternately like silent treatment, but then like because they really want to be with Libra, they're either like super loving and then they withdraw and ghost and they keep saying, I'm not going to, but all of this is the dialogue and the fighting in their own head. But then they know that the way they're treating Libra is this crazy ass hot and cold. And they're saying it's because I know that I still have some stuff to heal, but I don't know how to heal that. And I don't know how to fix it. And I don't know if I'm going to change my mind. So instead they're being a jerk to Libra. I kind of think you're going to sabotage this well enough that Libra's not going to want to have anything to do with your bad behavior. That's how this is starting to look to me. But let's just go one more time. What's the best advice for Libra in this? If this is the way somebody is treating Libra, this hot and cold, the message for Libra is withdraw, go into the hermit mode. And even if it requires our Libra to like withdraw so that they can get clear on, now wait a minute, how did somebody behave? What would I be missing? If this person's hot and cold, not treating me fair, this says, especially if they're making Libra feel sad, withdraw so that Libra can address what part of this is making me sad. It's weird when somebody is warm and loving and then they go ice cold, rude, shut down. I feel like this person had even like acted like they wanted to marry Libra, then was a jerk to Libra. And it says withdraw to evaluate where is a sense of dissatisfaction coming from, instead of saying like, oh my God, my feelings are being so hurt. This says look at it plain and simple. This person's behavior is not okay. This is unacceptable. I shouldn't be hurt. I should be demanding that nobody gets to treat me in an unfair way. Like that's, so I withdraw because I won't be treated. I won't tolerate the hot and cold. That's the energy here around Libra. Now, I don't give advice in my stories. This is just for a fictional character. What's the universe's perspective on this? What's the universe's like, best, most supportive message for Libra in this? And it's like, Libra, you don't deserve to be treated like this. There's nothing to be sad over or miss with this person's hot and cold energy, because they don't have a right to be missed. They're behaving badly. The same way, if somebody, I don't believe in rewarding bad behavior. I will say that for my own self in my own life, I don't reward bad behavior. I don't think that's a good idea. Instead saying, no, that's unacceptable. And here's why it's unacceptable. Here's why it's a boundary that can't be crossed. No, I'm not going to let myself cry over this. Even if it makes me sad, I mean, I might cry because I'm sad over it, but I'm not going to be sad because I missed the wrong thing. I'm going to be sad that somebody's behaving badly, but I'm not going to miss the person who's behaving badly because they need to start behaving better. Like that is more it's kind of the universe is just supporting and cradling Libra a little bit and saying, you deserve better, babe. You deserve better. And identifying that so it doesn't become like, gosh, this is a head trip and gosh, this is hurting my heart. We've got the Lovers, we got the Ten of Wands. The other message here from the universe is, on a planet with 8 billion plus people on it, there are other lovers that do not have this like insistence that although I'm nuts about Libra, I'm also going to be rude, but I want them, but I want to fight myself about how much I want them because I want to stay single. But then sometimes I want them, but I'm going to show them that I wouldn't make them happy and I'm not going to do anything to make them happy, but I want to marry them. But then I'm going to go silent on them because I got all these scars inside of me that I haven't healed, maybe won't heal, know that I should heal. But instead, I'm going to just keep treating Libra with this push and pull. I want you, but I promised myself I'd never want somebody, but I want you. And God, I love you, but I'm not going to let myself. And I'm not going to let myself heal. This all says, baby, sail on to calmer waters. There are so many other better lovers out there than having to deal with somebody who behaves in that hot and cold way. At least don't tolerate bad behavior. That's what the big message is. Libra deserves to not have to tolerate somebody else's bad behavior. So I'm going to leave this one here. We will go. Sorry, that was not the nicest of messages. I'm so sorry. Like, I read whatever story there is. Please do remember these are fictional stories about fictional characters. I'm not a psychic, but sometimes I do want to like protect my characters from poor treatment as I perceive it. So forgive me that I get a little bit mouthy on my storytelling here and there, but I don't know. I like the fact that we didn't pussyfoot around in this one. We were pretty blunt in this one, and I kind of felt like it needed some bluntness for what it's worth. You guys, thanks for being here. If you do tolerate my blunt attitude and enjoy my storytelling, I'm not always quite as rude as this, but please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.